Okay, speed.
Okay, so, well, first of all, I thought that was very good. But, so just the main thing, really, is to just, in order to not be self-conscious, is about finding your motivation or your action, as we talked about in the classes, do you remember?
Yeah.
So it's just about what's the main thing you want, and probably, I mean, I'd say it would be to do with me, your mother, but so for everything that you do in the whole film, what is it that you're trying to make me do, and why?
Yeah.
So action and objective. Do you remember all that?
Yeah.
Have you thought about it?
I was thinking about it last night. I couldn't think. I mean, she's really angry, Becky.
Yeah.
And she does want to be understood.
Yeah.
But not particularly consciously, though.
Yes, but it doesn't matter that it's not conscious, but you want to make me do something. It doesn't really matter that the character, it isn't conscious, but it would be really good if you as the actor know what you... just because it will bring... Well, one, it will make it sound less self-conscious if that's what's in your mind when you're saying.
Yeah.
But two, it just brings it to life. So, and if it's including, obviously, all the cutting and stuff. I mean, we can see that anger. So if you make it really specific and then write it down, because then it's fixed and specific. You can always change it. It doesn't have to be right, but it would just be really... so for instance, give me an example. So you said angry. What kind of thing did you think of?
What do you mean, as in what line?
What thing did you think of last night?
That's what I was thinking. Well, she wants a mother to understand her. I don't know, I can't work it out.
What does she want her mother to understand about her, do you think?
I mean, I find it incredibly sad, that bit. But then I suppose it's a very sad thing anyway, but loads of teenagers do it. I mean, I suppose it must be to do with your pain. And then I see this that I've said to you, which I must say to you probably quite a lot. That must be real. I mean, basically everything in the script will feed into it, so you can discover exactly what it is, because you're Becky in this, not you. So, and you get all the clues from here. So the things that I say to you will be really important. So particularly that.
And that's all about your father.
Yeah, and the things I say to him as well. So maybe if you have overheard this phone call, then so I'm not nice to the father.
She's made you.
Whose father is this though?
That's oh no, that's Coco's father in the phone call.
Right, but there could be a similar.
But she hates your father so much. She's almost trying to make you hate him, and you hate her for that because your relationship with your father is all but destroyed. Yeah. And she doesn't.
But I'm also here likening you to him.
Yeah, exactly. If you hate him,
yeah.
So you need to find. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it'd be really great if you find one that's really specific and really, and that everything feeds into it, and it just means that everything that you say and your anger and your hidden anger, whatever, will just be alive.
Because that's your way of being who you really are, even if it's in a negative way that your mother doesn't see. So any way that you can find,
and all of it gives clues. Your relationship with Coco, what you say to Coco, what the Johnny says to you, all of that will be clues for you. So and then write it down.
Yeah.
So write your main action for the whole film. So it'll be like your life action at that moment, and then the objective. So what you want to make, and it's usually probably to do with me. But so the overall one will be to do with me. What you want to make me do and why. So as it's an overall one, I want to make mum love me, or I want to make mum slap me, or it can be anything. You'll find it. Why? Because. But then it's good to have the specific ones. So with Johnny, you know, the scene with Johnny is just lovely.
Yeah.
So you can, you know, what do you want from him?
Yeah.
And that can be, again, you know, quite deepened by a relationship with your father and stuff. And even the same with Coco. But maybe the thing with Coco is you're making me do something. Maybe your whole relationship with Coco is just to make me annoyed, for instance. But you'll find it when you read it. But so for each scene, probably it's usually got to do with me, because that's probably where the hardest relationship is. But if you're just on your own with Johnny, it will have to really to do with him.
Yeah.
The main. Do you get
Johnny's a chance for you to be seen as yourself, isn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't he?
So what did you think of you reading it? Did it go well for you?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, did you feel self-conscious at any points?
No.
Because it's good to notice things like that. Because I noticed on some of the bits that I read, I'd feel like, for instance, this, because I didn't understand why I'd say it. So, because it's so mean. But that means that gives me a clue as to the bit that I haven't got clear yet. I mean, obviously I don't know it that well yet anyway. But that's when you read it and one bit just feels a bit, you feel more self-conscious, it's because you haven't understood why you're doing it so well, or it's not in you yet why you're saying that kind of thing. So for this bit, which is difficult for me to say, I'll probably have to make up a whole story, and like we said, you might change your action in the film or do something that will help me to say that line. So it's just about that. So if one of these lines, because I think on one of them you just sounded a little tiny bit self-conscious. I can't remember which bit it was, but it's just useful to notice that, and you'll notice it. Do you see? Yeah. But it also, you know, just the more, if you've got that inside you, then it just gives the power behind everything. Even if you're not shouting or anything, you know, why is there a fucking tramp in my house? You could be saying that really quietly, but if you really want to piss me off or blame Coco or whatever reason you're saying that, it will come alive, kind of thing. Is that helpful?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, so it's really all about. Anything else?
I don't know.
I mean, so our relationship's really, really important in this.
Should we cut it there then?
Yeah, go.